So today this video is really about, you know, the Civic SI that I have, and I put about 60,000 kilometers on this. So in US I'd be around 35,000 miles, and I just wanted to let you guys know how this car has treated me. You know, I've had it for about 2-3 years now. You know, I've had it about 2-3 years, and some issues I faced with this vehicle, mostly because, you know, I drove it really hard. The first issue was really with this vehicle. Actually, let me just first state that, you know, this car it's truly a blessing to have this car. You know, it's a proper car. It kind of gives me everything I want. Like, it gives me the pops and stuff, but I'm a little tired of it, I'm not gonna lie. I wish it was a little faster, and I don't really want to modify it. At that point, I'd rather get a new vehicle in itself. But yeah, apart from all that, so the first issue I faced with this car was really just the coolant issue I had. So, you know, there was this period I had with this vehicle at one point where, you know, I was ripping it really hard, right? Like, every time I would be redlining this vehicle, just acting a fool, right? Just going straight crazy, just not really treating it, you know, properly. So with that, I had a lot of coolant issues with this vehicle. So at first I didn't know what I was doing. I was being ignorant. I didn't know that it was the coolant. So how I knew it was the coolant was basically, at first the car would have like this burning smell to it, right? It would have this burning smell in the cabin of the vehicle, and, you know, me thinking like it's just like, oh, I just got to change the cabin filter or something like that, right? But it was much more, you know, advanced than that. It was much more advanced than that. It was more than the cabin filter. And then I had checked my coolant level in the vehicle, and that thing was damn near empty, bro. It was damn near empty with the coolant. My turbo blanket is a little burnt, right? My turbo blanket has been a little burnt due to the heat that the car was having, because there's no coolant, right? The coolant is what keeps the car from overheating, and my car was, you know, close to overheating, but luckily it wasn't too crazy. I got the coolant fixed. You know, I just went to a car store, got the coolant repaired and everything. So that was really about it there. And then honestly, I haven't had that problem happen to me again. I'm not gonna lie, I've not had that problem happen to me again, because I haven't been ripping the car as hard as I want. There's a lot of traffic, dude. What the hell's going on? But anyways, I haven't been ripping the car a lot recently. Like, I still go crazy a little bit, but not as crazy as I used to. Like, dude, when I was literally telling you, like, I'd be redlining this car. Like, that's what I would be doing. I'd literally be redlining this vehicle. But now I'm a little more tame with it. You know, I'm taking care of the car a little bit, because I'm thinking of getting rid of it. I kind of do want to upgrade, but like I said, I don't really want to modify the car for speed. I'd rather just kind of sell it and get a different car. But yeah, no, for the 2-3 years of ownership that I had this vehicle, man, it's treated me amazingly. So the coolant was the first issue. Then the second issue was the clutch, because this was my first manual vehicle that I learned to drive. I didn't know how to drive manual before this. I had to learn in this vehicle right here. And, you know, due to me messing up and stalling the clutch so many damn times, I killed the clutch, bro. I absolutely killed the clutch. And how I knew I burnt the clutch was that at first, when I would be in, let's say like I was like in second, third gear, right? I would kind of push the throttle down, push it down, but the car would be revving higher than how much the car would be moving. Because right now, look, if I go like that, the car's moving with the revs, but the car would just be revving like I was in neutral, but it wasn't moving as fast as the revs, if you guys know what I'm saying. So that's how I knew my clutch was a little cooked, because the car wasn't damn moving, bro. It was actually difficult to get the car to move sometimes, because the clutch would just be slipping, because my flywheel was burned. My flywheel was completely burned, and then my clutch was also, you know, burnt as well. It was like broken. So then I have a different clutch in this vehicle. It's a stage 2 clutch. I believe it's I forgot the brand name, honestly, but yeah, I have a stage 2, and it feels much better than the stock clutch, I'm not gonna lie. Highly recommended first mod for this vehicle is the clutch, because sometimes this happened to my SI and my other friend's SI as well. This is a 2022, so I'm not really sure if they resolved this issue. Is sometimes if you're rolling, let's say you're neutral and you're rolling a little bit, you won't really be able to put the car in first gear. Let's say you're rolling like 2-3 kilometers and you kind of get jammed up. You're not able to put it into first gear sometimes. And yeah, so that's the coolant, the clutch. And then another issue really with this car is sometimes this one kind of pisses me off. Like sometimes with the rattling of the speakers, not that the speakers themselves is rattling, it's like the side door components. If you have some change or like a chapstick in there or whatever, it'll kind of be like rattling and moving around because the bass in this vehicle is very strong, right? It has some pretty good speakers, man. I got the Bose speakers in here, so with those speakers, with you having things in the side components, they start rattling around and you're not able to actually enjoy the music that you're listening to properly. Because for me, I'm a pet peeve with these little things. Like if I hear that little rattling in this music, I'm like, yo, this is a new car. Like I feel like I'm in like an 03 Altima with a blown speaker. Like why is it rattling like that? And then I got to take out everything in the side components, but that could be changed easily, you know. That's just a little minor thing that this car, you know, kind of makes me mad. And another thing is actually, you know what, this one's opposite cake, what makes me the most angry. But they might have fixed this with the new ones. Not really sure. It's kind of with every car actually. Sometimes this happens is sometimes the Apple CarPlay takes so long to turn on, bro. The Apple CarPlay takes absolutely ages to turn on, right? Like sometimes, bro, like I'll be trying to like drive, I'm trying to listen to my music, but the Apple CarPlay is just not connecting. And the thing that pisses me off the most, it says unable to connect to my iPhone. And I'm like, dude, like what is going on? Why are you not connected to the phone? Then I'm low-key just kind of raging at that point. I'm like, dude, you know what? F the music, bro. We don't need no music. So yeah, so really what the issues that I had with this car was the coolant. What else? The coolant, the clutch, speaker bugging out sometimes, Apple CarPlay not connecting. Man, that's really all the issues that I had. But those issues could be easily, you know what I'm saying, resolved, especially with the clutch and coolant. You know, if you know how to drive a manual and get this car, bro, you're probably not gonna replace the clutch. And like, you know, you shouldn't replace your clutch after 2 years with a brand new vehicle, 3 years after a brand new vehicle, you know what I mean? Unless you're absolutely frying that. But damn, this guy was about to meet the woo, bro. He was about to crash. Oh no, he's going somewhere else. But yeah, you should not be replacing your clutch that early. And with the coolant, I was just being an idiot. That's basically, that's my mistake. It's not even the car's fault. That's basically my mistake. So you can't really blame the car for that due to my, you know, me being an absolute idiot with the vehicle. But, you know, aside from all the negatives, this car is treating me good, bro. Like, it's treating me good. Like, I don't spend too much gas on this vehicle. For the amount of drive, like, I don't drive normal every day. You know, I kind of zoom around a little bit. So I only spend, like, dude, like, 50 Canadian once a week. What's that? 5 times 4, $200 a month on gas, bro. And like insurance is good too, because it's a Honda, right? Like you're not gonna get taxed on insurance either. That's one thing. So yeah, gas has been good, bro. Insurance has been good. The payments ain't even that crazy either. This car isn't that expensive for what you get. Like it's a pretty affordable vehicle. You know, it's a brand new vehicle. It's pretty affordable as well. Like you're not out here paying, you know, 50 grand for some, you know, like nah, this is an affordable vehicle, bro. And these things, I could tell they're made to last. Of course, I beat this thing around, you know, I beat it around a little bit, so its lifespan definitely probably decreased a little bit due to my, you know, me being an idiot. But I could tell these cars are meant to last, bro. Like, if you treat it right, you know what I'm saying, you get your maintenance done, everything properly. These things, you know, do tend to like to burn oil. That's just kind of how Hondas are. But yeah, stay on top of your oil changes, bro. Keep putting gas in the vehicle, you know, keep it topped up. You don't want it too empty, that it's burning oil and stuff. Also check your coolant. Make sure you check your coolant. Make sure your car is not overheating. That's a major play right there. Make sure it is not overheating. But yeah, man, this is a solid vehicle. Like, I'm grateful that I had this vehicle. I'm grateful that, you know, that I started off with this manual vehicle, because now I know how to drive manual, right? Like, I'll always know how to drive manual. And honestly, this was a very easy car. Like, if you're a first-time manual driver and you get this car, bro, it's a very easy car to learn manual in. Like, it's actually not that hard at all. Especially because you have this auto downshift feature that I have on right now. Kind of have it on. I'll be lazy sometimes. Diss me if you want. But yeah, like, this is a very easy, like, you don't got to downshift, it'll do it for you. And like, rev matching is really easy with this car too. It's not too difficult. It's not too difficult at all. So this car's a very good, you know, friendly experience with learning manual as well. Other than, you know, sometimes your clutch or your first gear kind of jamming up a little bit. That's about it. But yeah, man, overall, only problems I had could have been prevented: clutch, coolant, speakers wilding out sometimes. Don't really know how to fix that. Maybe I'll put a cloth in there or something. Don't know. And then Apple CarPlay, I don't really know how to fix that either, to be honest. There's probably remedies out there. Honestly, yeah, nah, there's probably remedies out there. Probably gotta do some research there, but yeah, man. Overall, amazing vehicle, dude. Amazing vehicle. Highly recommend. It's a very good entry car to get you into the car scene as well, right? Like 35. You know, if you get a used one, bro, it's definitely a steal for sure. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know what I'm saying? I got some bangers coming up, so make sure you subscribe, like, comment, do all that, share to your homies. I really appreciate, you know, when you guys comment and like. It really shows me that you guys are actually rocking with the videos, right? Like, I'm not out here talking to myself crazy, but yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.